to move on. Liv Morgan is the new women's world champion, defeating Becky Lynch. Another prediction some of us made. 2 out of the 3. What do you guys think about this match? What do you guys think about Liv Morgan becoming the new women's world champion with the help of hook or by crook, Dom Mysterio?
Teddy time.
Yo, as soon as he ran out, I was like, fuck, my prediction's done. Yep. Yep. I thought there was a chance. that they might things might swing in my direction. But then as soon as Dom ran out, I'm like, yep, some bullshit. But everything that happened as far as the finish goes in a storyline perspective, that went very well. I mean, Don unintentionally getting himself involved. But before that, as far as the match went itself, it was another very, very good match between the two. They do have a very good chemistry with one another. I know one thing that we haven't mentioned as much as we talk about like Liv and her mic work. In ring wise, that is definitely a place where she does stand out, and she hasn't like improved in the years. I know Daniel's mentioned it. A couple of times, but
when I say it, it's met with vitriol and hate and disgust.
I'm sorry, this all happened before the sprinklings of the Dom Liv backstage action. All right,
I said it's
and this was all before Becky even had the title. This is when Rhea was still champ, but we were all like, come on. Is Liv really going to beat Rhea? Like, come on, that's not
by
happening.
Hook or by crook, Lewis. By hook or by crook. This is what
you don't act like you knew this was going to happen, all right? You didn't. Don't even. There was no way. If Rhea was still champ, she would not have lost to Liv.
Hey, there's ways that they can book it.
We don't know that for sure. We don't know that for sure.
I would bet money on that. I think this injury was probably the best thing that happened to Liv because it just created a full-blown story just for her. And it's giving her this like conniving. It elevated her revenge tour from just going like, I'm gonna get you back to now like
who caused the injury?
I know that. That's what I just said.
But I'm saying that was the story they were going with. That's some variation.
Well, she's actually injured though.
Now she's in. Yeah, she got taken out. Yeah.
I know, but obviously we don't know if that was the actual story they were going to go with to have
Liv Morgan was going to try to take. Liv Morgan was going to try to take
the title.
No, Liv was going to try to take the title, but by getting to Dom, that's how she was going to do it. And I think that they just continued the story with Becky because you can continue because now I think that was just that just happened and they had to audible. But I think that story was going to be told anyway. Maybe Liv would have lost again, but eventually she was going to win the title.
I think she would have lost. Because what's helping is with Rhea off of TV, it makes all the sneaking with Dom amplified because she's not there.
That definitely happens.
Blah, blah, blah. That's why I'm saying that this injury elevated her revenge tour because it's like, look, took her out. Now she took in a man. Now she has her title. It's like I said this a couple weeks ago. I'm like, this whole story is like perfectly set up for all that, and it's working well. Which is why she was my prediction.
I was the one that when Rhea was officially hurt, I was the one that said they got a little story now with Liv and Rhea, and one of us up here thought the shits of it, Daniel. When I said they got a little story now, and now we're getting that story, and now the story actually makes sense.
After all his so-called support for Liv,
it makes sense.
Hey,
all his so-called support for her.
Point in time, that was before the draft.
Now it's the what if.
I wanted Nia Jackson that spot. I wanted Nia Jackson that spot, and then the draft happened. Okay, so I had to, just like WWE has to audible sometimes. I have to audible sometimes too, guys.
Daniel just pivoted.
I know it's foreign to you guys.
Yeah.
I know it's
But
foreign
it
to
was,
you guys.
but yeah, but all right. So we know Liv moving forward. I mean, on Raw they had the steel cage match, which Dom got involved in again. A lot of run-ins with Braun Strowman in the Judgment Day. Then Becky loses.
Literally running around the ring. Literally running around the ring.
Yeah. I mean, I was
like, what is this? Vince Russo? Like, what is this?
you bodying everybody in this. But as far as Becky goes, I mean, now I guess apparently now she's probably gonna go on that break that she was gonna take after WrestleMania, that she had to cut short because Rhea got hurt. Good for her. Go rest, recuperate. Be a great mom. Go hang with Seth, and then come back. And then eventually when she comes back, it'll be same old with Becky Lynch as a top star. But before moving forward, as far as Liv goes, I think we all saw on social media what they couldn't show on Raw because they ran out of time.
It was too X-rated, Brian.
Yeah,
too X-rated. It's too X-rated, bro.
Yeah. It was a lot of sex celebration, but yep. The kiss scene around the world, which apparently is getting high social media numbers.
Of course,
but
it's literally the cover page on their Twitter account now, which is I'm like, that's crazy.
I didn't even know that.
It's not like a pin video. It's literally the cover page on Twitter.
You know what's the funny thing is that I like that what they referenced, and Damian said it. He was like, what the hell is Dom doing going all the way to Saudi Arabia to supposedly make sure she doesn't win the title, and he screws it up. I like that they were like, we weren't even in Saudi Arabia, and
you went all the way over there to prevent someone from winning the title,
and then you helped them win,
and then you failed. Like, damn, all that mileage for nothing. Shit.
Yeah. But this is a good match. I think that the story, this is one story that's like we were just discussing, has just been elevated, and there's a lot of dimensions, and it's going to be interesting to see how they move forward. Is this something that has been going on? And I would like to mention that on they did also show on Raw that Liv was also talking to JD backstage as well. So like I said, this could be her moving into the Judgment Day, trying to, start recruiting. I don't know. As far as Judgment Day is going right now, I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know why they keep throwing like, oh, JD, go handle Braun Strowman. Like, come on, you can't be that naive. Go take care of her.
JD has to start speaking up for himself. I would have been like, can we jump Braun Strowman?
That's what I'm saying.
This is a one-on-one affair.
Can we operate as a unit for once, please? Thank you.
But
Judgment Day, I think they're just trying to throw as many confusing elements, because now you have the Braun Strowman element of it. You got Damian Priest dealing with Gunther, potentially Drew McIntyre, who's going to face in Clash at the Castle in Scotland. Was that June 15th? So that's in a couple of weeks. He's dealing with that. He's dealing with Dom and Liv Morgan situation. So I think they're just trying to throw everything at the Judgment Day right now to create their dissension eventually.
Yeah, and then you see the subtle hints that he's throwing at Finn, like, dude, you're not doing what you got to do, like being like,
Finn's throwing hits at Dom. They're all throwing hits at each other. It's going to start just being a Judgment Day fiasco. Hey, maybe a fatal four-way for the title.
What?
Hey, WWE, if you're listening, just do the Judgment Day fatal four-way at what's the one in July? I can't remember the event in July, but just do it in July. Just do the fatal four-way.
July is Money in the Bank, I think.
No, isn't it thing in Berlin? Bash in Berlin?
Oh, that's August, I think.
I thought SummerSlam was it.
Yeah, I think Bash in Berlin is after SummerSlam, isn't it? Or is it before?
When is SummerSlam? I thought SummerSlam was July or August. Or I don't know. There's a lot of PLEs, man.
Low key, it is.
You got Clash of the Castle, you got SummerSlam, you got Bash in Berlin, and then Money in the Bank. I thought Money in the Bank was more
Money in the
fall.
Oh yeah, so all right, so SummerSlam is on August 3rd, and then Bash in Berlin is after. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On August 31st. Yeah, so Bash in Berlin is after. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's Clash of the Castle.
So Money in the Bank is in July 6th.
When is
do that Money in the Bank? There we go. July 6th.
Yeah, July.
So that's when they need to do it. Just do the Fatal 4-Way Judgment Day. Have Liv Morgan help Dom win the title, and then you have the person cash in on him. That way, we elevate Dominic Mysterio, who was the hardest worker last year, and get him into the main event. That's all we need to do. But no, Liv Morgan is the new world.
It's hilarious how
go ahead.
It's hilarious how we went from. It's just like he's transforming into full Latino Eddie. First, it's the mullet. Now he's got the mustache. Now he's got the girls. It's just like it's not even Ray's son anymore. It's literally Eddie's son.
This is something that has been great. This is what's been great with his heel turn, and something that has organically happened. Somebody who's organically a heel.
Yeah.
Like he's carved out his own name. Like you don't even think you're on the same brand. You don't even think of Rey Mysterio, even though they're still Judgment Day is now getting involved with the LWO to some capacity. But you don't even think of Dom and Rey. You think of them as their own entities now. And that's all you could have wanted if you're Dom. That's all you could have wanted.
And at first I thought the whole like prison thing was like pretty stupid, but it like somehow morphed into something that worked out well, and I think including with the whole Judgment Day thing,
because it gave him his own identity.
Yeah.
Whereas he was just known as Ray's son. You knew Finn was the demon, the prince. You knew Damian Priest as this party goer or dominatrix, whatever you want to call it.
Rocker, dominatrix.
Is he a rocker? I don't know what he is. He looks like a dominatrix. That's what he looks like to me. He looks like Demolition or something. Like his outfits are crazy. But
man.
But it gave Dom his own identity with that stupid, and Michael Cole hating him added to it. Like everything added to Dominic Mysterio.
Someone needs to smack that punk.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you guys saw on WWE's Instagram page, but they actually showed like when they went off the air and Michael Cole and Pat McAfee were walking to the back. Michael Cole actually walked past Dominic and actually like said some shit to him, and it was hilarious.
They get real live heat. That's what it is. Real live heat. They hate each other.
Imagine he's just giving them compliments. You're doing great.
At some point, Dominic Mysterio has to acknowledge Michael Cole.
Oh yes, I can't wait to the commentary day. That's like the whole him and Bailey thing. It was just shouting at him, and then you finally put him on commentary. It's like
at some point they just need to do a little banter back and forth.
Yeah.
But yeah. Liv Morgan is the new Women's World Champion. It's going to be interesting to see what direction they go with her. She's been winning by hook or by crook, and hopefully it continues. We'll see where it goes going forward. Let's get into Sami Zayn retaining his Intercontinental Championship against Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. I thought this was a great match.